Hello there. Today I'm going to be giving a presentation on the axolotl. Okay, so the axolotl is a critically endangered salamander species. Scientists estimate there are about 1,200 left in the wild. It lives up to 10 to 15 years. The females lay up to 1,000 eggs, but can be as little as 100. It's about 15 to 30 centimeters long, which is about a foot, and it weighs about 60 to 227 kilograms. Alright, the Mexican axolotl, Ambrostoma mexicanum, lives in two small lakes in central Mexico, Lake Chaleco and Lake Xochimilco. Long word. Lake Chaleco, however, has been drained to support or to prevent periodic flooding that they have in the region. So, as this result, scientists have discovered that axolotls can live in any freshwater lake at a high altitude and with a lot of vegetation. Alright, the axolotl is a secondary consumer as it is eaten by another organism, yet it eats a consumer. So, it's eaten, but it also eats. It's a carnivore. So, the axolotl obtains energy by eating other consumers, secondary consumer, and it feeds primarily on crustaceans, insect larvae, and some fish. It can also turn cannibalistic if it's hungry enough, which is a pretty interesting trait for this creature, but you'll find out why it can actually survive despite the fact it turns cannibalistic. Alright, so, the food chain. The axolotl is eaten by the heron, and the axolotl eats crabs. It also eats small fish, and the small fish are eaten by the herons and the crabs, and they eat the plankton, and the crab is also eaten by the heron. So the name axolotl comes from the Aztec language meaning water dog. Interesting fact. Tadpoles fail to undergo metamorphosis, and as a result, the axolotl retains its outer gills, those frilly things you saw hanging on the back of its head, and it's going to spend its entire life underwater. In extremely rare cases, the axolotl will fully physically mature and it will leave the water. It's when it doesn't fully physically mature, as most axolotls don't, it becomes sexually mature, so it can still reproduce, but it's not fully physically mature. It's not a complete salamander. It's still halfway between. The natural coloring is brown with spots or black. Those are the two natural colors. The mutant colors are a pale pink or albino. The albino is pretty common in axolotls, which is not often seen in species of animals. Normally you just see like one or two every generation, possibly less. And the reason that these creatures can turn cannibalistic is because they regenerate their lost limbs. That's also a reason why they're one of the most studied salamanders in science, is because they regenerate those limbs. Thank you for your time, and I'm going to sign off now. Thank you.